Hello. Let's make sure we got this at a good angle. Hi everyone. It's Vashana Weatherspoon back with you again on the 7th and final day of the 7-part series that I've been doing over the past week, entitled What's Holding You Back from Living Your Best Life After a Divorce? So I want to take a second, as I always do, to allow people to join, and welcome Facebookers and welcome Periscopers. I hope that you guys have had a fabulous Saturday. I know that it's been a very busy one for me, but very enjoyable at the same time. So welcome to this broadcast, and come on in and say hello as you come in. So anyway, rules of the game, as always, I'm going to be sharing with you some information that might be useful to you if you have been in a marriage and gone through divorce, or if you have been in a situation where you were in a long-term committed relationship and you found yourself going through a permanent separation. And so today we're going to talk some about one of the ways that you could be holding yourself back after that very trying and traumatic situation occurred. So please comment, like, and share this video if you find it to be of value, or if you feel that it could be of value to someone that you know. So again, just as another introduction before we jump right in, I am Vashana Weatherspoon, certified professional coach and trainer, helping to empower women to be happy, emotionally healthy, and to thrive. Welcome, Ginger. So today, what we're going to be talking about as the 7th part of this series is why relinquishing your power will hold you back after your divorce. And that's only if you let it. So power is defined as the ability to do something or to act in a particular way, especially as a faculty or quality. That's how the dictionary defines the word power. For this discussion, we will turn inward a bit and consider how giving up your personal power limits your potential for happiness, growth, and progression. So your personal power is the driving force that moves you from one place or space to another. It's your ability to be a noticeable force of nature to be acknowledged in the world. And when I say force of nature, I'm not speaking of it in a aggressive or in a negative kind of way. I'm talking about it from a perspective of being assertive or self-motivated to get things done. And so relinquishing that power that you have keeps you stuck. It really does. It keeps you stuck because you're not able to move forward if you don't assert your right to be able to do certain things to help you to move forward. So my point number 1 that I want to talk about is a way that you could be relinquishing your power is by not exercising that power of choice that you have. So there's this concept of living at the cause of life and living at the effect of life. So living at the cause of life is you making life happen. And living at the effect of life means that you allow life to happen to you. And that's what we're going to talk about, when you allow life to happen to you. That means that you're not taking personal responsibility for what's going on within you and then within your surroundings and your environment. You feel like there's nothing that you can do to change things. In other words, you feel powerless, feel that you have no control or the ability to affect positive change. You could also be in a position that you feel like you don't matter. Your thoughts are not important, your feelings don't matter, and sometimes that you don't matter. And it's just that feeling of insignificance, which is a really not good space to be in. So again, this is my place where I pause. I want to welcome any new viewers that we have on Periscope and also on Facebook Live. I want to welcome you in. We are finishing up this 7-part series on what's holding you back after your divorce. Please like, share, and comment if you find this information of use for you or for someone that you might know. And I appreciate the love and the hearts on the screen. Thank you, and keep them coming. So moving on, my point number 2 is that you're not exercising your power to live your truth. And so when I say the word truth, I just want to make the distinction that there's a difference between true and truth. So true is more of a situational kind of truth, something that can be true for one person, but it's not necessarily true for another person, or it could be true in one situation and it's not true in another situation. But when you're talking about truth, then that's something that's more of, you're thinking more universally, where it's true regardless of whether you think it's true or not. If you think about universal laws, the law of attraction, some people believe in it, some people don't, but it doesn't make it any less so. The law of gravity, that's a definite one. So, I just want to give you a couple of examples of what I mean when I'm talking about true or truth. So some of the traps that you could run into related to not exercising your power to live your truth is that you're not being authentic to yourself. And what comes to mind when I think about this is that whole idea of the imposter syndrome, where you're living your life trying to be someone else or trying to be like someone else, trying to imitate someone else, their actions, their thoughts, and what you have observed from them because you think that's a good thing to do. It's kind of like if you've ever been to a puppet show and they have the little puppets and the person behind the curtain is pulling the strings and controlling what the puppet gets a chance to do or not to do. So I kind of think of when you try to impersonate somebody else and take on somebody else's characteristics, you're not being authentic and you're really kind of like a puppet on a string. You could also be succumbing to that pressure to please other people, doing things that you feel other people will be happy with, that they will be accepting of, looking for validation. And another part of that could be not following your intuition. So each of us has our own internal wisdom or divine knowing, if you will, about what it is that's right for us. And sometimes it's hard for us to trust that intuition because it's not necessarily something that you can go back and find facts and statistics to back up. But that doesn't make it any less valuable to you if you learn how to listen to it and to use it. And my third and final point for tonight is that you're not honoring yourself. So when you relinquish your power, you are not giving yourself the proper esteem or recognition for all that you are, that you have accomplished, and that you bring to the table. So you're not valuing yourself. And if you don't value you, then no one else will. You can believe that. So, not appreciating yourself is another part of that. When you don't respect yourself, your qualities, or your situation, it's a form of not honoring yourself and who you are. So it all boils down to not loving yourself. You're not caring for yourself, standing up for your right to be happy and to live well. So my final closing remarks for this 7-part series are actually 2 quotes that I want to share with you that I feel perfectly summarizes the topic that we've been talking about this time that we've been together tonight. And the first one is a quote from Louise Hay, if you're familiar with her. And it says that you have the power to heal your life, and you need to know that. We think so often that we are helpless, but we're not. We always have the power of our minds. Claim and consciously use your power. And the second one is a quote by Steve Goodyear. And it says that your power to choose can never be taken from you. It can be neglected and it can be ignored, but if used, it can make all the difference. And I think those 2 quotes perfectly summarizes the things that I have presented to you tonight in this final segment of this 7-part series. So I would like to thank everyone for tuning in and being here with me on this Saturday night. Again, I am Bashana Weatherspoon, certified coach and professional trainer, helping to empower women to be happy, emotionally healthy, and to thrive. This concludes my 7-part series on what's holding you back from living your best life after divorce. If you happen to have missed any of the segments in this series, I encourage you to go back and watch them. You can find them on my Facebook page at Bashana Weatherspoon or on my fan page at Coach Bashana. So again, remember to comment, like, and share this video and let it be a blessing to others. Stay tuned for more informative topics. And bye-bye for now, and have a wonderful night. See you later.